So, what is the meaning? The meaning, why are you here? If you're not a coach, I want you to know that being a coach, it's not for me, it's not about a 10-star diamond, 5-star diamond, I don't even know what that means. But for me, it's who's in your team, who is in your army, who is your who's, and what's the meaning for you to become a coach. Because when you become a Beachbody coach, you're not just becoming a coach. You're part of something big, something huge, something that is more than you, something that influences so many other people. And then to be, or to become, to change the world, you have to start with yourself. So instead of tell someone, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this, start doing it yourself. You do it, you do it, you do it, and then you do it again. And then what you do it again. And then you say, someone came to me, Sagi, I did it. I said, what do I do now? I said, you do it again. And I spoke at one of the events, I think it was the Empire events, yes. And this girl was looking at me and she's like, who is this guy with his muscles talking? Because P90X talks about bring it. You have to bring it. Bring it to see the change. Instead, he talks about you have to dig in. You have to find what's inside you. And Body Beast says, I said, you have to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Regardless, you have the gift. We all have the gift that God gave us. It's the same gift. It's the gift of choice. When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You say, thank you, God, for letting me even be here today. And what do I choose? Do I choose to be happy? Or do I choose to say, shoot, I have to go to work? Well, you know, you can be a victim or you can be a victor. It's your choice. So, it brings me back to what's being a coach. So when this is really about, for you again, you guys that are not coaches, and for you guys that are coaches, and you don't know where you want to go, I want to tell you a funny story. When I got to become a part of Beachbody, there was a last interview. In the last interview, there were 8 people in the room. I knew a few of them. And we all waited for the CEO to come. I'm like, when is he going to come? It's 2 o'clock. Well, I didn't know the CEO was sitting there because he was just like everybody else. And then this guy starts asking me questions. I'm like, man, this guy wants to know a lot about me. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm all about sharing. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Because I'm all about being honest, real, and being truthful. And he kept asking me, and then he said, why do you think you're the man for the job? And I said, because I fucked up so many times. So, being consistent. What's the meaning of being successful? Successful for me is making a progress. Point A, point B. It doesn't have to be that far. It can be one more step. And your blueprint. You know, every day that you're going to wake up, you have to brush your teeth. That's part of your blueprint. Well, if your life conditions don't match your blueprint, you're going to be miserable. Because I know a lot of people that know their purpose. I know a lot of people that are very passionate about what they're doing, but they are miserable. And Michael, our VP, our CEO, you always see a smile on their face. And you know why? Because they get fulfillment of what they do. So it's all about making other people happy. If you don't make someone else happy, then you're not going to get anywhere. So being a coach is about being a leader. It's about being who you are, who you're going to be, who you're going to become, and finding inside you that warrior, that fighter, that say, look up, get up, and never give up. Love you guys.